The Coffee Grinder and the Green Ray by Davy Clincart.
Chapter 3. The Nomad Express. I did sleep at first, but roused to see Billy still sitting watching over me. I feigned going back to sleep, and next time I looked up the chair was empty. I looked at my watch. 3 a.m. Friday morning. I sat up and felt a calmness in the dark silence. With the paucity of distraction, I made a decision. I knew I could not rationally face dealing with what had happened while still here. I had to distance myself for my own sake. I needed time to come to terms with my own reaction. And already I knew I didn't feel the same way as I did the night before. I found my mobile and switched it on. 23 missed calls and 6 text messages pinged through. Delete. I found my bag, left Billy a note, and slipped quietly out of the door and phoned for a taxi. The 0425 Virgin service to Euston was virtually empty. I'd used it before travelling south on a Monday morning with the rest of the sad business nomads. It was always busy then, but today I had the carriage to myself. I had no idea what I was going to do when I got there, but it would give me time to think. I was running away from the confrontation and from the fallout. The thought of not having to face anyone I knew, and to listen to them clumsily find well-meaning but ultimately useless words, felt like a relief. Resisting the learned instinct of automatically plugging in my laptop, which seems to be the default setting in these trains, I found my mind twisting as often as the track does, as it winds its way south through darkest Lanarkshire and on towards Carlisle. My thoughts seem to be toggling between the mundanity of things like quotes that need to be sent out, the renewal of my bike insurance, that outstanding factors bill, and then the image of the Churchillian black dog which appears, growling at me. Maybe you're not going back, ever. I shiver physically at the thought of this. But as the feeling of nausea subsides, I accept the fact that not going back scares me less. Maybe as a reprisal for my hurt and my anger, an audible "sod you all" escapes from my tight jaw and gritted teeth. I take a quick glance round the carriage to see if anyone's slipped in and is observing my agitated behaviour. Nope, just me and my bewilderment. I am alone in a carriage on a public train service. It is pitch black outside, and all that I can see is the occasional glimpse of a cutting or a fence illuminated by electric blue as the power rails spark like a magnesium firework going off. I have a sudden need to see another human and to make sure they don't react strangely to me. All this time I am noting how badly I'm handling this situation. It's a bit like knowing you have drunk too much, but still have enough of a grasp to try not to make a total fool of yourself, consciously incompetent through alcohol or other self-induced miseries. I am aware of how I might appear unkempt, with my unslept and unshaven face, a pulsing blue vein across my temple, contrasting with the blood-red tributaries on the inners of my eyeballs. I head for the buffet car and return to my seat with a flimsy paper cup of gritty coffee with tasteless foam on top. Not a glance from anyone during this great odyssey of normality, so I sink into my seat and sit without tasting. Carlisle station is dark and almost deserted. Just a few wet footprints under an amber sodium glow. A few dark figures get on, but none end up in my empty carriage. Even though the train pulls out slowly from the station, I still manage to spill the now cold coffee over my legs. It dribbles down and ends up in the inside of my left shoe. I consider changing my socks, but I only have one spare pair and I might need them later. Amidst this contemplation and preoccupation with discomfort, we arrive at Oxenholme. At least a dozen people pile into the carriage, with their winter coats and bags sodden with the rain. Oxenholme is a remote station in the Lake District. Where do all these people come from and what do they do? Where do they commute to? Birmingham? Every day? The established businessman in uniform, reading the financials, plugged in, hardwired, asquatum coats and pink shirts. The young challengers, like Norrie, with their shiny suits, Rumpelstiltskin shoes, hair product, and noise-cancelling cans. The others are a mixed bag of Spanish students, a colourful Ghanaian woman and her toddler, and an older couple with kind faces. I sit unnoticed amongst them, the newspapers rustling, emails pinging, the regular compressed tick of a snare drum from a pair of headphones, the hiss of cans being opened, bags being put up on the rack, then down, then up again. Sandwiches, teas, coffee, magazines, books, crosswords, and the endless obsession with the compulsory mobile phone, iPad or whatever. The older couple just sit. Sometimes they hold hands. This sample of humanity that now occupies this previously empty space somehow seems alien to me. No, it is me that is alien to them. I am now the one with no one, the one without normality, the one with nowhere to go. This thought stays with me, but as I drift off into sleep, I feel liberated by it. You stay in your stupid place. It may be dry and sunny in London.
Don't call again.